Definitely getting easier for Moo as he levels up to 12 CS.
Yep.
See Boxy trying to contest that pull.
This is like the full J.Storm limit. It's just like, let's just try to get stuff out of it. We're not trying to kill anything, but we're just trying to farm here, pull a lot, get our levels, make sure we don't die, but we're never going to get set up a kill. If we do set up a kill, someone made a mistake.
Man, Koikfa 9 denies Fog. You said it was going to be a rough lane. This is pretty brutal.
It's just you always have the movement speed advantage, you have the base damage advantage, you have like every advantage in this type of matchup. Sure, you're getting poked, which is a little annoying sometimes. You might drop a little low, but in last hits, you should be very solid on the Razor, that animation.
Visver in top. Nobody really interested in grabbing that. We'll come scout it out. Team Boo's fairly low here. Brax actually wanting to go in on him. Oh, nice shield. Gets him back to safety. McKay gets involved as well. So blows being traded. Still no kills. This lane, and
they're just trying to mess with each other's creep pulls. Moose will get it off this time.
Sandy is going to try to contest it.
Some last hits, maybe.
One. Get the centaur.
Nobody. They get the bash. Oh, Moose is super low.
He's in danger. No time walk for quite a while, though. Able to walk away.
Ooh.
4 minutes. And what do you know? There's a regen room. Hallelujah. The dream.
He's like, oh, but I just bought a salve. Oh.
They did have a ward here, so he did.
Yeah. The absolute dream. So yeah, J.Storm are doing well in the other two lanes. Like you said, he was getting his levels. He's got that farm sustain coming up, Baden as well. But yeah, Viper falling quite far behind. Oh, quite taking some tower hits.
So for J.Storm, like, you know, decent lanes as you mentioned. They're gonna lose the ancient version bone. Is there like a particular objective you want to see them go for, aside from just the general, like, let's win lanes, like certain towers they need to take or items they need to pick up?
I think there's a lot of neat moves that you can like. I think as soon as you get your Dominator, the world's pretty much your oyster. I think you can either, your best bet is probably going bottom and trying to get that, but to avoid, so maybe you don't try to dive. But it's got a level time box, so maybe you can't. You just dive past it afterwards with your book, with your Dominator build when you have your ulti. So I think the level 6 in particular on J.Storm, get that on Moo, and he can either go mid or you hit bottom with your ult, the first ulti.
Okay, try to dive the tower and get a kill?
Yeah, dive tower, get a kill, force reaction. You may be able to even get a tower, like a good amount of tower pressure out of it. Still going to be some time though, as his Dominator is a little bit delayed.
Ega has made his rotation onto the mid lane. There's no vision, and he comes marching in. 9 boots, just the wind lace, and it's not enough to get him back to safety. But amazing blinding light by the old man. Maybe at least saves 9. It might cost most of his life though with all this damage. No, Koikfa, too low to chase. Doesn't have the move speed either. So he ends up getting out.
Sick blinding light there by the old man Coddle and old man Fear. That was good. I like that.
How appropriate.
Yep.
Yeah, he made a Twitter post after TI, I think, about, you know, how he wanted to prove everyone wrong that like old man can't play. Yeah.
I mean, might as well, right? Look, March.
And he's showing off the skills there.
March too, right? March comes in, he's just like, how old men can't play, goes to TNC, wins a tournament.
Yeah, and they look really solid today. We'll see if the old men have anything left in the tank. I sure hope so, because otherwise I won't be here much longer.
Yep, turned 30 in like 3 weeks.
Congratulations. It's only uphill from here, apparently.
Sure, I'll take it. Brax.
It's chrono yet, but
the bashes.
Time walk.
0 bashes.
Terrible point.
Come on, me. Enough. No bash again. It's prime now.
Don't waste it.
Oh,
he wasted it.
Those are stacks coming out there. Looks like Fear is starting to get those set up. Taiga will start to move in to be able to scout that out.
Then they contest them. They do have a decent amount of AoE with the Razor. Oh, Taiga's middle tower is attacking away.
They tried to push him. Doesn't quite get him the right way they wanted. He could have mangoed and stunned downward anyway.
Yeah, they're real committed to these stacks right now. Level 2 Nether Toxin, good XP for the team. They're giving the lane mid to moves, and the tier 1 mid very healthy.
Ooh, is he gonna kill the oh, he's actually killing Mud Golems inside the Nether Toxin. Usually, a lot of players, you pull Mud Golems out because it breaks it. So you see there, they don't split.
You don't get the
yeah, you don't get the extra. It's sometimes a little tough to do. I think Nine is trying to maximize right now, so he's not doing that. But
they're moving in. Just trying for this. Fear's gonna be the one in front. He gets caught by Burrow Strike. Koikfa quickly cleaning him up. No fancy moves for him this time.
Not like these movements by Tiger. I think they're like super nice because he doesn't help top anymore, right? What's the point? Puck's already free farming. He's versus a Lycan. It's not like Lycan's going to contest him much. So Tiger now has free reign to move around, scout, get information.
Oh, they've got Chrono. Gonna try to make a jump on the Brax in the bottom lane, catch out the Abaddon. The chill touch damage by the cold feet is enough to get the kill. Meanwhile, Taiga also on the run, but he strikes on the low ground. Make it out safely. And they get the Abaddon right before the borrowed time.
Very nice there so far for Liquid.
How do you feel about this Diffusal Blade rush on Void? You've been seeing it more this tournament, less Maelstrom. First item. I know Nico Baby really likes this build a lot. He's gone for like 2 or 3 Void games in a row.
I mean, I can see the merits. It's one of the better agi items in the game, if not like the best one for the cost of its components and everything. It allows you to get kills when you don't have Sphere. You just like time delayed Diffusal. I think Diffusal is a good, like just overall amazing item.
Okay.
We saw like you know, these unlikely things like a TI Grand Finals. You see a Gyrocopter build Diffusal and stuff like that too. It's just super good item versus especially these like strength offlaners too, who have like low mana pools, couple hits, Abaddon that do much.
That was like the super old school Void build was the Mantis Diffusal.
Well, they used to split.
Yeah. Tiger getting caught out and in trouble, but the puck is coming in, hides inside the Sandstorm. They're going to throw down another Nether Toxin. Tiger will fall, but so too will the Viper. That's a trade you'll take any day of the week. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, diving onto Mickey, they have the silence. They've rotated and moved. Don't have the follow-up damage to get the kill. Didn't have mana for the shapeshift.
Oh, yeah. I guess he just put it down and just used Wolves a little bit.
But they're going to get the tower with that TP out. It's maybe not Taiga coming in.
So they have to. They don't have detection. They have a dust at least on the Lycan, so they could try, but he's just going to Sandstorm sit on the wave if they commit too hard.
And rotating. Yep. They don't want to give these free powers up.
Bounty runes as well. Stone bringing 4 to try to get these here. Good starting to get a bit spooked.
The Nets Moose is coming in, gets the lift back, it's the TP, Koifa not going to be in time. And Moo racing down to the bottom tower now. Has the dust. Taiga's already out of there. They're just going to try to trade. Rotate Mickey top, TP comes in. Bit of a dance from the teams as Brax will then make his own rotation, try to hold this tower.
They won't right away.
They have Chrono again, but this time he's got borrowed time. Hasn't sealed it yet. He's going to eat the bubble, and now he will as the old feet comes out. They're going to turn back for fear. Good blinding light. Orb comes through, does not connect, breaks the coil, and he will die. Brax is trying to throw out the heal, but the missed coil didn't get there in time. Probably would have died anyway. Now Brax in danger. They're going to lose their Abaddon as well. Suddenly Boxy with a double kill on a killing spree. Nice little start here for Liquid.
That was a nice heads-up play by Liquid. They saw all the people bottom, so you're like, okay, they definitely TP'd some people down here. They definitely made some rotations. We know we can freely dive top. At least 2 people TP top. It's like they're not able to bring too many reinforcements. They read them really well.
Moo, he popped his dust down bottom. Tiger's trying to TP out. Is he going to make it the Wolf? Oh, didn't get there in time. Close. Yeah, his hero wasn't near him. He just like sent the wolves in, popped the dust around the trees. Thought that was gonna be a sick kill. As not will snag this tower last. Boxy's coming in, no coil for 15 seconds.
Boxy's super farmed. 3-0-1, 52 last. It's top of that. Void just passed him. He was top of the net worth there for a second.
He will be again, maybe.
It's an excellent puck game too. Versus the support heroes versus Abaddon versus Lycan, it's just excellent. Like you said, limited lockdown. They only have a puck. They only have a Rubik lift for this puck.
Yeah, he's gonna need to steal Burrow Strike if they want to actually get a kill on the puck.
Yeah, or like the puck's Waning Rift. Like there's a few small options that he could definitely go for.
But he's often the puck's first target in these fights, so
yeah,
it'll be tricky. Boxy has the coil ready. They're going to burrow in on the move. Fear's waiting at reserve. Blondie locks them back. With the coil, hold him in place. He runs around in circles. River after Rosie. But taking damage. The orb does not connect. They have another burrow strike. 2 seconds. He's going to turn back, try to take the Sand King with him. Oh, he's on getting out. The AA ult did not last long enough. Move survives. A great escape from him. They lose 2 for that, and now they're going to lose a tower as well.
beautiful
I
little
thought he
bring
was going
around.
to shatter, but it just didn't last long enough.
If that puck orb hit, 100% he was gonna, I think 100% he was going to die there, but he literally just bring around the rosy and got out of it. That was well played.
Apparently, you can teach a dog new tricks.
And even the like little things too, like blinding light. The blinding light pushed the tanking away, so the epicenter didn't actually connect fully at all. Yeah, that was very well played there by J.Storm, securing themselves tower. They're going to give them a good chunk of map control here, which I think they definitely needed.
If I told you a couple years ago, you're going to see Keeper of Light picked all the time, and he's not even going to skill eliminate, you would have said I'm full of shit.
I would have said they got rid of it. They would have been one hero.
Deleted the hero.
Got rid of the spell. I mean, they kind of did it in essence just because how good blinding light is. But
it's insane.
Yeah.
They're going to jump top. Chrono, Ice Blast, big commitment on 9. They need more bashes. They need more bashes. They get another. He has the time walk forward. He doesn't want to do it. With that blinding light tries to run away, but the Ignis is waiting for him. So Viper just a bit too durable.
Some cooldowns are wasted by both sides there. Chronosphere as well as the Willow. Not looking. I mean, the Chrono was a little ambitious, let's say, because it was Viper who was still pretty high out. The Willow was no way you're getting a kill out of that one either. So those were a little bit strange to see them dishing them out there like that.
Yeah, long cooldowns.
Yeah. And yeah, in the last fight also, like you mentioned, Moose, who does sit for a strike now, so that's going to be pretty nice, at least for the Rubik. Best steals in the game.
The Liquid about to get some big ups here. The Yule Scepter on Quickfoot coming pretty soon. We're going to see the Puck. Well, Puck Blink actually still a ways to go. And the Void Diffusal.
Yeah, he's like 200 gold away from it.
There.
Yep.
As for our Dire side, let's see. Vlad's completed on Brax. Dominator's been up on Moo, and now working towards his completed boots, it looks like.
He's got book 1 finished. Yeah, he's got book 1 finished on Lycan now, too.
Okay. Lost the Rubik. Like trying to get out of there on the hunt.
Mickey just, I can't tell if that was on purpose or not, but he started TPing the base and then canceled it. Maybe wanted to stay in the top area. He emoted right afterwards. I'm thinking it might have been a cancel, but he gets to pick up his Diffusal Blade from the side shop there anyway, and there's Bounty Rune spawning, so...
Tiger wants to contest this, but Moo is in the neighborhood, and once again, they come prepped with protection, but he just burrows away, so it does at least secure that Bounty Rune, giving them a 2 for 2, but Fear up top. He's in trouble with this Diffusal Blade. Quickly brought down.
And I saw someone TPing on the Wolves. I was like, whoa, 9 has Boots of Travel on Viper. That's not something I expected to see.
That is an interesting pickup.
That's a very farm-oriented kind of pickup that he wants to be playing like the like split push, I guess, with Lycan and stuff like that.
I guess it makes sense, right? You're not dominating that hard right now, so the game is going to go a bit later.
Yeah, I guess it like allowed him to continue to farm instead of just like being a Viper that can just fall off and have nothing.
Tiger with the TP out. J.Storm is lacking is the way to cancel TPs.
Yeah.
Only moves, and he can't be everywhere.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we were later talking about the Atos as a couple different merits. No, he's just going for the Veil. He's going for the build just around himself.
Pure deeps.
Yep.
I feel like they may regret not having that Atos. Is anyone else gonna?
I don't think anyone else really can.
Cancel TP? Yeah, Lycan's going for book 3.
Yeah, Abaddon has to go for the Auras because they're still the magic damage. He has to do the pipe.
So Liquid is just going to play the keep away game for now as, well, Sandkin getting caught out. Burrow Strike trying to retreat, but Will-O-Wisp is there. Good orb away, but Epoxy Moo, though, on the chase. Drops the coil, whiffs the coil. The army keeps on going, chewing up that Fairy Dragon. They'll force him back. They'll try to trade on mid, but already Knight is moving into position, holding the tower. They drop the Chronosphere. They just catch the Viper on the rim. They get the bashes they need. They get the kill. But comes Moo. Won't stand Storm. Little hold the tower at least, so they get a clean tier 2, but they will get the tier 2 without giving one up.
That's a nice steal. It's not a burrow strike, but you just halted their entire push in that mid lane just because of this, because they don't have protection. And you can sandwich from behind. Not gonna be able to find anything, but you've got a lot of info now. Look at this. This whole bottom side is taken over with J.Storm.
Fear, not the neighborhood he wants to be in.
No.
Feeling very squishy with that Diffusal Blade. Just one Void right click, like a 5th of your health almost.
It looks like it's gonna be the man for Diffusal build on the Void. He's going for the old school.
He gets caught out in the mid lane, but they just don't have the tools to keep him fully controlled, so instead it's Moose who gets sniped.
You could see that happen quite a lot in this game. I feel like the Void Chronosphere with the Puck as well as the AA from like the sidelines, even Sand King too. We could see a lot of different, like global, I guess you could say, pickoffs happening from this side. As J.Storm will catch the stun on Koifa.
Doesn't have a TP, has the Yule Scepter, the team is streaming into position. Brax gets there, 9 is coming, has the Viper Strike available. Just trying to lob in an auto attack, not enough. The TP rotation back the other way, here comes the Puck with the coil. A bad just gonna borrow time, retreat back. J.Storm, their lack of catch is feeling pretty problematic right now. Meanwhile, Liquid finding Moo. Well, who's found who? Was it comes Guy's Blast, in comes the Epicenter with the Burrow Strike. Big AoE combo. Moo's in danger now as well, but he does get the lift off. He steals the Burrow, he turns it back the other way. On the Taiga, he still ends up falling in turn. So too will the Sandkeeper. Man, look at the damage Nikkei dishes out. Fear is dead. That's a double for the Void. J.Storm, you just cannot afford to be losing fights right now.
And they're clumped in that area, and look at the sinking. I think Taiga just picked up the dagger right before that fight, gets a beautiful ulti. The only reason Koifa actually dies is because Eye of the Storm hit the book and killed the book, so he died walking back toward his base. So Lycan did a good job of at least sending that onto the Razor, so they got a little bit of a trade kill. But Liquid able to set up for a very nice fight. Well, they did not have Chronosphere up, and now Chronosphere is at the ready.
So yeah, Mickey gets the Yasha, but it looks like he's gonna get the BKB. So not going straight for that though.
Invisibility.
Still safe. I think I mean, playing versus a Coddle, you need BKB, it feels. Will-O-Wisp and Blinding Light just make you feel pretty miserable to carry a lot of the times.
Yeah, makes sense. Comes Boxy looking for the tower mid, but Nine has an Invis rune. Puck is gonna get the tower and just gets right out. Struggle to punish these aggressive Liquid plays. Book 3 now up on Moo.
Let's see if they can try to bait if it can bait a fight to make Liquid use some ults, and then they run straight to Roche. I feel like that's like the best play that J.Storm could do right now. Obviously not dying to the ulti, but if they can get to like a support caught by something, that could be nice if they could try to sneak that Roche. This book, it's definitely a possibility with the Madden and the book.
Pacer stolen by Taiga. Runs away. It's scary though, right? Fighting around the pit against all these giant AoE heroes.
Yeah, I think they have to do like a distraction play. Distract somewhere else, send those like 2 heroes that could try to do that. That's one of the better plays. Oh. If you show lanes, they have a lot of ways to catch you.
Ice Blast coming through. Nice. Attempted dodge there by Moo, but he is looking to get caught out a little bit. They're looking to turn this fight around though. They brought the whole gang and they rip up Koifa, so maybe it is Roche time. Chrono is available, Coil on cooldown. Buyback is up on both of these heroes. No, J.Storm soaking and going deeper, looking for the next kill. Mickey just time walked directly away from them. They're TPing in with the Viper. Nine doesn't have a whole lot of mana though, no Viper Strike. Moose
wants him. He still has his stolen coil. He really wants Mickey here.
This is a possible kill. It's going to be tough.
They're expending a lot of time chasing around.
They could just be, I guess, trying for the Roche, but
I mean, Boxy's taking top tower during all this. Puck.
God, the lack of catch is brutal right now.
He's still kind of dancing around. Is he? Still fine.
Here comes Moo. He's caught him from behind. Gets the coil off. Will have the lift available and tries to hold it as long as possible into the Necro Army. Finally, they get that pesky Fairy Dragon. Meanwhile, bottom, Ice Blast just off the mark on 9. They could still chase this though. Koifa's moving into position. Just had him with the tip. Epicenter as well. It's the TP out. 9 looks like he won't make it. Yule Scepter. And that's a dead Viper. I'll take that, thank you very much.
It literally just shows up and takes the kill.
Classic AAA. Do you think that J.Storm is getting enough right now? Because they're down on net worth. They did go for more of the farming Viper.
I mean, it's okay. They want to have a gold lead. They want to more ahead of this than this right now. Like right now they're behind, so yeah, definitely want to be able to get more out of. Their book usage was actually super lucky because he used it to farm, and then Liquid actually walked into it and took the fight into it. So that was kind of lucky there for J.Storm, but yeah, they want to be a bit more. They really want. Roche is everything for this.
So this is interesting, or maybe to me anyway. Moose
no.
going for the egg.
So they're all about split push. It looks like.
Liquid have a lot of creep clear though.
Yeah.
Is this gonna work?
I have not gotten to see it in action in a pro game, personally myself. I think I saw like some people do it in pubs and stuff like that, but
It seemed like it could be very strong. I'm just not.
it forces the lane in super hard. It
Yeah.
really does. It reaches the 3 wolves, and I think as soon as you pick it up, it spawns the wolves, and then it spawns at the 30-second marker as well.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I haven't gotten to see it in action. I'm wondering how much potential it could actually have. If they feel like their team fight's actually gonna be strong enough in order to be okay with like your wolves just having a split push kind of action.
Or maybe just thinking we don't want to team fight at all.
Yeah.
People keep said. So J.Storm spoke again. They have Necro Army mid. Rotate back towards the top side of the map. Still unable to find that clean Roche. And it's Insania keeping tabs on the pit, the Ice Vortex.
Yeah, they know that is the most important thing for them. They have the way better team fight around the Roche pit area. So as long as they can keep tabs, their warding right now is nice too on the side of Liquid. I still almost say Alliance. It's so hard.
Yeah, it's imagine like if you just stopped watching Yoda after TI and you come back, it's like it's Liquid. Who the hell is Epoxy? What happened to Kuroki? They're gonna fight Brax. He does have a pipe. He's very tanky. That's the borrowed time, but he's losing a lot of mana to this Defusal Blade. It's gonna be forced back. The fight gets a little sprint in. That's probably how you want it if you're J.Storm. Epicenter wrapped up, and it is only the Sandstorm stolen by the Rubik. Not the ideal grab. Insania on the run, nearly dies to the Left Army.
Ooh, they killed most of the book though.
A lot of gold.
Yeah, they killed the big one. And Wolf.
They're just split pushing. Heinz just down bottom, wants to farm up this BKB. It's Liquid taking the fights and, on offense.
Yeah, they're holding most of their cooldowns. They pop by the Storm. That one's not really much because it's 60 seconds, but the Epi and that's it. They have so many different ones that they're like, we can actually throw these ults for individual kills because we have a lot.
Yeah, just use one of them. Use Coil, use the Chrono, use the Burrow Strike into Ice Blast, but you don't have to use them all.
Yeah, now look, they're setting up for top mid game. He gets the Chrono before the blinding light.
That's the BKB now. What if they stolen here? It is a Chronosphere, but not if you're dead. You don't get to use it. Bash, Burrow, and oh my god. Rubik was hopeful.
That got ugly pretty quickly, and it's feeling like this could continue to happen. This is the way that their lineup wants to play. They want to just be looking to take fights, and J.Storm, they're playing they want to play full push.
It's hard to split push now.
Yeah.
You got a Puck Blink, a Sand King with the
Taiga? Is he just dead? Oh my god, is he actually going to get out because the caustic's low?
Oh my god. He's fine. Look.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to cut him off, but not going to happen.
And Mickey goes and kills the book, so extra gold for the Void again.
Oh dear.
Boxy in free play to just be like, oh, they're obviously trying to push lanes out as much as possible. They have no catch for me, so I'm gonna go cut the wave.
And he's building Lincoln, so at that point, even the Rubik is not catching him.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult.
So you can't catch the Void. He's got a BKB. I mean, almost certainly you're not killing him. You can't really catch the Puck. He's about to get a Lincoln's. You've got a BKB and a Yule Scepter on Razor. Like, someone has to really mess up to die.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like Liquid. The supports can die, but like the rest of them, they're starting to get really built up to the items that you want to see on Liquid's heroes versus J.Storm. So like you said, having multiple Yules, having BKBs, Razor's hit critical mass already, level 20. He actually doesn't even take the armor talent. He takes the Eye of Storm interval, which I think is like, I'm feeling really good about myself right now.
And he's versatile Lycan too. That's a sign of the times. Okay, here comes the Wolf Army. But might just end up being extra cold for Liquid.
Yep, 45 money.
It's not that much.
Dire's top tower is about
Every little bit.
plunge.
Time walk cast range, pretty standard.
Dire's
J.Storm are pushing.
under attack.
Trying to keep these lanes shoved in, but Taiga just sits there with the Sandstorm. Thou shalt not pass. Gonna draw the line.
It's so like, how do they have to kill him inside the lift? Because he's got the Yules, so he can just Yules afterwards and then maybe even get out. So they have to do this really well to kill Taiga. And it's deep. It's just a kill. Like, they can't actually turn that into a T3 yet. But they do have most of them in the area at the moment.
Mickey's got a TD bottled up. Liquid are thinking Roche.
Uh-oh.
Sends in the Manta Illusions.
Oh, man.
Tank.
If they get this Roche.
Might be all she wrote. Can
Yeah.
J.Storm try to force them back? Sentry drop down.
They scan. They know. If they can force the issue here, this could be okay for J.Storm.
I don't think they will go into the pit. They'd rather try and isolate the Sand King, bring him down right quick. Gets off the Yule Scepter and burrows out, but he is dead. Brax will finish the job. They've already brought back Boxy. They've grabbed the Aegis. You gotta get out now. Here comes the Chrono. Here comes the BKB Razor. Sapping all of 9's damage. Boxy's just fine. Full HP. Now Mickey lunging in. Gets off the Chrono. Gets the kill on the Viper. Cleans up the Wolf Push. He did lose a tier 3. That's something, but they're gonna lose Brax in turn as well on the J.Storm side. Nowhere to run. No hide. Dies to a bash. Snoring all the while.
I'd say it's a pretty favorable trade there for Team Liquid. Aegis getting a pretty big kill on the Viper. Viper's now very, very weak, and so too bad. It's kind of just like now that has to make something miraculous happen on the side of J.Storm. As he's split pushing a lot. I mean, he's doing
Taking down shrines here.
trying to defeat the Dominator, but he gets the bash.
So Liquid are going to lose some map control for sure. They lost that tier 3. They're going to lose the bottom shrine, I imagine, at some point. So they are very hard to kill, but it's also going to be hard to group up and take fights. Maybe J.Storm can play around that.
Yeah. Gonna have to try somehow.
Burrow initiation in the mid lane. Blink, and you will miss it. Dead Fear. Their kill. It's just like nowhere to safe for these supports.
No, and so they didn't even have to use an ultimate or anything for that now that they've gotten so strong and quite fun.
Meanwhile, opposite story. You know, BKB, TP out. Nothing you can do. It's tough for J.Storm right now.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
They're gonna try to catch it.
Engaging on Boxy. They have the lift.
Gotta break the
Lincoln's with the Fateful, drop him back into a Centaur Stomp. They've got the control, but the Sand King interrupts it. The coil comes out the other way. It's Moose who falls. Your puck will be just fine and Mickey's chasing him, looking for 9. Doesn't have the Chrono, but he's got an Aegis. He's got a BKB. 9 tries to beat him out with the Shrine there. But another time ball gets the cash, gets the man off, no follow-up, and that's going to be a dead Viper for dinner.
Oh, and Senia almost got the last hit again with the Ice Blast there. He's trying for them. But yeah, they're kind of dancing on them at this point now. Like, one lane is being pushed in. Bottom seems to always be getting pushed in, but the other two, Liquid do have the tools to address that. And now Taiga, wondering if maybe someone queues up a Boots of Travel in a second. Might be.
Seems like that's the one missing ingredient. It's just a little more mobility around the map.
I feel like Taiga's looking. He was looking to try to stop Brax's TP. It looked like there.
He found him. Yule Scepter comes out. Foxy joins the party. They got the Void here with the Dilation Slow, as well as that Fusel. They can't even stay with Taiga. So we'll blink back to safety, and they get the Brax kill. They're trying to split push, to be honest, but it's just too many kills, too much gold being fed away.
Yeah, and they're even. It's not just like like you said, the gold. It's like they're killing the book almost every time too. Extra bit of money there for them every single time. This is the story of it though. You lose that Roche and you have a lineup like this with a Lycan that you've built so much around it. It makes the game just super hard to play. And I mean, Liquid they addressed this Lycan with 3 or 4 of their picks, as the panel talked about too.
I'm struggling to see how J.Storm comes back.
Yeah, it's like they have to. I mean, Liquid has to make some dire mistakes, and then Lycan needs to somehow get some like Rax opportunity. There has to be mistakes coming up from Liquid, it seems.
Like waste your BKB, run in 1v5, or some sort of crazy base race scenario.
Yeah, I mean, the Lycan has to do everything, because you look at Viper, you look at 9, sure, he's got Boots of Travel, beat up, but this is a 19 health Viper, 30 minutes plus. This is not the place you want to be. You want to be like way more farmed or like closing the game out with these type of items.
Here's an item you do not see very often. It's a Master Madness on Void. I mean, in the old days it was very popular, but Time Walk, cooldown being so low, he doesn't think he's ever going to die.
I mean, I'm just seeing the way that they're queuing up some items, and I feel like Liquid's starting to feel themselves a bit in this one.
Yeah, pride cometh before the fall. You know, we'll see. For now, they're just fine, though.
Tower has fallen.
They're going to engage onto Brax. No backup in sight. Coil deployed. Eul Scepter coming in. Sets up the Ice Blast. Beautifully done. Borrow time. Tries to run. The burrow off the mark. Just a wee bit short. But Boxy keeps on blinking forward. They get up the silence. The Ignis covers the path of retreat. They're also pushing top with Moo right now. Mickey going to time walk in. They've lost their courier in the midst of this.
Who got it? Was it Mickey killed it?
Taiga.
Oh, Taiga. Wow, I'm blind. It says it right there.
I think it's tier 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Does God send
Tier 2 claim. They have to use their Will-O-Wisp. Get away.
really tight?
Small games. They have to try to get something out of the map as now it's a full butterfly for Mickey. On top of that, Morbid Mask that he disassembled the Mask of Madness into. That is a very farmed 33-minute Void, I do have to say. 8, 0, 10, 320 last hits. I don't think you really see a Void much more farmed than this in many Dota games.
So it's level 25.
Yeah.
What do you go for here? Talent-wise. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I think I still see most people take the Chronosphere AoE, but Backtrack's nice. Backtrack's sick.
He's already winning man fights, I
Why
guess,
not,
so,
right?
You know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're in such a comfortable position.
Just don't even take it out.
I guess the Chronosphere one would be the best, just because it works best with your lineup.
With the AA, with the
yeah, with
Epicenter,
everything else.
all the AoE.
But yeah, you see a lot. Liquid at the. I'm gonna say it again. Liquid at this point, they just back up. They know how comfortable they are at the game. They're just farming up. Like, if you want to bring the fight to us, you can, but I don't think you're gonna want to. So now that we've got planes pushed out decently, we can go look to pick up Burrow.
Moose has a blink. Doesn't guess right though. Burrow straight the wrong direction.
Oh, mid though. They will find 9. He will be the target. And they're just gonna throw the Chrono. They do not care.
Easy Viper takedown. And they were just not able to catch that puck, unfortunately.
And they knew everyone was bottom because they were chasing Target out. So he was very well aware. Nobody was sitting behind Viper.
And I think that's the Rubik Blink debut.
Yeah.
So now Liquid can play a little more cautiously. Still very tough to get these kills, even with the element of surprise.
For enemies.
Yeah, they're starting to like switch their items up a lot. I see Brax had the Agonist queued up like the whole game on the Abaddon, and now he just switched to the Radiance. I think he's feeling like we need somebody else to try to do some damage, do something in the game, because me healing everybody's not going to do jack at this point.
The only one who's going to be doing damage here is probably Mickey, who's just down to mid the jump. Gets to, with the bashes. Hey, do get a nice 2-hero burrow straight from Moose. Can turn this fight around, following it with the Will-O-Wisp. Mickey just time walks right past it, gets the defusal on Moose. Time walks away, swag it a little bit. Gave Moose beat for this. That's about as good as you can hope for from J.Storm.
Yeah, that's definitely something there. They get out of it. Able to disengage it.
When your victories are not dying, though, it's hollow at best.
And it's on each side of the map too, so it's like, oh, we don't even get to really do much. All right, let's farm some lanes. Let's push these lanes out.
Yeah, they're itemizing now towards late game. Looks like a scythe on the Viper. That's going to be their
catch that they, 36 minutes. Let me know have it now. It's hard. He's got a Blink Dagger too. To Blink Dagger, I think Blink's always a valuable purchase versus Void. Because, he jumps on you, you can blink usually before the Chronosphere.
Really probably wishes he'd gone Atos now. Moose is lurking near top, a thing to really do without like 4 other heroes in the neighborhood.
I think he just wants to like nuke the waves, try to keep these away from their base. Yeah.
Oh, it's like, excuse you. How dare you fade bolt my creep wave?
No, this is where actually the carries usually deny every single creep that you fade bolt and make you feel really bad.
Yeah, how dare you?
But he's not going to.
He's a nice guy. They need their creeps against these 3 wolves.
Yeah. Doing a good job of J.Storm's doing a good job of just keeping these lanes pushed in. Bottom always seems to be forced in and double catapults. We'll start to cause some problems. Boxy will have to respond.
Has been smoking. Such a like, where do you smoke? Where do you go? What do you do? No good options, so they'll just play it safe. This is Chronosphere. AoE, not too surprising.
Yeah, and they took the attack, as you always do, the attack speed on the Razor. Already level 25. That is I actually haven't brought up the graph in a while. Let's take a... Oh, my. Yeah, so 23,000 gold and then a 30,000 experience lead. Experience is usually one of the bigger ones I like to look at because it tells a nice story.
It rubber bands hard if you throw.
It does, indeed.
But it's hard to throw this one. Liquid gonna go for the next Roche, or at least set up. But first, Mickey wants to clear the high ground, maybe find a keyword hero on their own.
I'm surprised he went for the full Satanic in this one. I mean, I can see why he's like killable, but like I feel like he kind of was already at this point.
Like another damage item instead or something?
Yeah, I think this is like a super safe kind of route, but it works out anyway. I feel like he could have gotten a lot of different items in at this point in the game, so.
Stay on 5.
I'm
Probably not.
I mean, he could, but
But why?
Time to move.
He's got the cheese as well as the Aegis. Pretty solidly 8-slotted Void right now.
I mean, crazy. It's only 38 minutes. 38 minutes, 26,000 that one. I mean, that's crazy high.
J.Storm shoving in this bottom lane, trying to avoid the inevitable push from Liquid. Start to converge towards top, join up with Mickey, stay together, be safe.
No creeps though. Yep.
They'll have a hard time getting to the base. That is the one thing that J.Storm have going for them. Can always try to rat it out.
Ooh, look at this line drawn. Oikfa. He knows that there's
Lurkers.
lurkers in the jungle, lurkers down in the bottom lane. He wants to go for a big wraparound.
Bit of an infestation. Makes sense.
That means top lane get pushed in really hard by J.Storm too, though, as the Wolves have already begin to start that. But will they catch people here?
Maybe they'll play the keep away game. That's gonna be the plan. They've latched onto Brax. Yule Scepter setup. Ice Blast follow up. Gets off the borrowed time.
Does he get the suicide off?
That is the
That would
question.
be so impossible.
Oh god.
Quite for hitting for a nice 450 damage at this point. Also having a Satanic. So they're durable. They're very durable in their cores.
That's what you call throw insurance.
I like that. So the Wolves go to work, pushing in up. And yeah, J.Storm trying to play this keep away.
That's a big army. Somebody's gonna need to do this. It'll be boxy.
He's got the bots. Yeah, he can join his team. He's going to be the one that just constantly defends.
A little patient, playing it safe, limping out. The team is shoving in mid. Liquid looking for that first lane of Rex. I'm trying to split push, but the puck is there to stop it. And so they're going to get the tier 3 mid. They could maybe go for full Rex should they desire. And look, doesn't seem they'll give anything up just yet. So a good move by Liquid overall. They do throw out the Lowest. Now the chance to engage. They're going to get the Void once. Man, that damage.
And that Nether Toxin is no joke.
Really stacking up. But he's got BKB for round 2 if he needs it. He'll get the melee. They'll look for the range. Liquid eyes on the prize here. Blade of Rax. Immediately rotating top. They want to put an end to this game. 41 minutes. It's dragged on a little. But it's pretty much been Liquid favorite the whole way. Here comes Moose. Can he make a play?
Nice shot.
Beautifully done. They've caught the Rubik. That's the big playmaker out of the picture. Everything thrown on Koifa, but he is right back up with the Satanic. Now the point jumping for Brent. Double buyback. Trying to retreat. Play it safe. They're trying to finish off Insania. They've guided him with the Lycan army. But that might be played. Still Chrono is available. It's tower dropping quickly.
It's so hard to play Lycan versus Puck. He just literally was coiled, just dies. He just runs around in circles inside that coil, and since he doesn't have BKB, he's just dead. He went for an Orchid build, going for like Orchid into this next item Nullifier, but it just means he can't BKB and just walk out a coil. So he was just stuck in it and just died. He got his, like you said, he got the kill on Insania with his minions, but gave his life for it.
Clear win there for Liquid. 35,000 gold advantage. All lanes except for bottom pushing in right now. Could be really safe and, you know, wait it out for the next Roche, but they've got all buybacks at this point. Yeah, 5 buybacks, so they'll take shrines. Probably look for that second lane right away.
Yep. I think you can send bottom, push out the wave. He actually has an invis rune. Maybe Boxy is going to try to hunt first. Nope, just kidding. He nukes it immediately afterwards. And Koikfa looks, he's maybe going to try to find someone down bottom. He's building toward a Daedalus. I mean, they're feeling confident. They're feeling really good about the way the game is going, obviously. They can go for these luxury-esque items.
Quick will keep deal with that wave. Liquid staying grouped up middle.
Dude, I've never seen a dataless Razor, actually. I'm actually kind of hyped if he gets the link off.
It's like the maximum possible crit he can get.
Like 280 with the 121 plus 87.
Oh, Corona it blacks up the map. And it kills off first the Vic, probably more. Mickey going for extra kills, diving in behind enemy lines though, trying to man-fight it up against the entire J.Storm squad. His BKB blasting through this. He'll get wise and back away. He's not that strong. But that was without the full squad in tow. Razor moving into position, as you mentioned. Completed Daedalus, 4,400 gold in the bank. And they found it. They're looking for the abandoned. Ice Blast comes through. They have broken up this Sand King, and Mickey keeps the chase going. He gets coil through. The beautiful coil from Boxy. Follow up from the illusions. Quick getting in position, gets up the static link. Look at the damage ticking up to almost 300 stolen and still going strong with the BKB. He's hitting for 500 a pop before the Daedalus crits.
I saw an 1166 crit. That's one of the biggest crits I've ever seen on Razor.
And it's going to be one of the deadest verdicts or thrones I've ever seen in a couple of seconds here. As Quakefoot looks for Brax, he'll leave that kill to Mickey, buys back instantly. J.Storm, they're out of gas in the tank. They're going to drop game one. A convincing win by Liquid.
Yeah, this one looked just looked really tough on paper. When I looked at J.Storm's, I just was confused how they could actually just like press their advantage if they got one out of the laning phase into turning it into all these objectives, and they couldn't really. The lanes were not won.